Welcome once again to Starseed Rising 333. And if it's your first time, welcome. This is going to be a general collective reading. Please use your own discernment when watching or listening to this reading. And whatever messages that come out, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. I'm going to be filming this reading on Monday, the 26th of May, 2025. I hope everyone had a good weekend, all right, and looking forward to this week. And I hope you enjoy in your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Okay. And once again, if it's your first time tuning into my channel, thank you. Okay. And I'd also like to thank all my subscribers, my supporters, anyone who have supported my channel in any way. Thank you ever so much for your support. Okay. Whatever you did in the past, whatever you're about to do is much appreciated, and it does help the channel. And please don't forget to check the description box, because I'd like to recommend a few books, all right, that could help you as you go along your journey. All right. Okay. Now, as always, all right, before I use any of the um these other decks, okay, when it comes to checking out the energies, what's around the collective at this time. Oh, and I must just I also want to remind you, okay, that tarot oracle readings is all to do with energy, all right. It does, all these messages doesn't necessarily somehow be connected to you. Okay, it might not be your story. It could be to do with people who are connected, or have some form of connection with, or it could be energies within other energies. Is also non-gender, and it's also timeless as well. Okay, so first of all, to keep the frequency and vibration high around this reading, I'm going to be using this deck. It's called Raise Your Vibration. And just select once again one card, okay, and see what comes out. All right, they wanted me to select this card. It says here, you are worthy, you are worthy. So never forget that. You're also loved and you're needed, all right? We all are unique. We all have our own path to tread, all right? And we also have a life purpose, okay, which we need to fulfill, all right, on this planet, all right? We are all spiritual beings having a human experience, all right? So it doesn't matter whatever you're going through at this time. Just remember that you are loved by the universe. Okay, if you don't feel that way, then maybe you need to connect with spirit, okay, with your higher power, the divine, all right, to guide you, to show you the way, all right. Maybe you might need to do some healing, okay. If so, if it's necessary, and most likely, because this journey is a healing journey, all right, but it starts with self. Okay. Let's see. So I'm just going to read a bit more on this message. So please bear with me. Okay, it says valuing yourself has everything to do with raising your vibration. It helps you recognize that you are deserving of growth and learning. It reminds you that you are deserving of carving out a pathway to success in whatever way you see fit. The universe sees you as worthy because you are an extension of its greatness. Do you see yourself as worthy? Your capacity to create a sense of abundance is based on your capacity to believe how worthy you actually are. Today, you are encouraged to see yourself in a loving way and know you are worthy. You are worthy because abundance is inherent in the universe and you are a facet of the universe. You are worthy because love is who you are. You are worthy because you are dedicated to walking the pathway of truth. You are worthy because authenticity is shining from the core of your being. Let the light of your soul fill up the cup of your being until you are overflowing. All right, and the vibe of the day, all right, is I offer myself the love I deserve. Okay, the vibe of the day is I offer myself the love I deserve. Okay, this is a very beautiful vibe, and that's something that we all should remember. Okay, okay. Now tomorrow is going to be the new moon in Gemini. Okay, and the main message on this card. Okay, this card is from the Numerology deck. So if you read for yourself and also for others, this is a very good book if you want to know more about the different moon cycles, phases, okay, how it can help you, all right. Or if you're interested in working with the energies of the moon, all right. And the message here says communication is the key, all right. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is all to do with the way we think as well as the way we communicate, okay. um Now, the moon itself, okay, represents our basic needs, instinctive responses in emotional life. Okay, it also is responsible for rebirths. Okay, that is just part of the cycle of life, and its energy can be used for clarity, manifestation. Okay, and to enhance intuition. Okay, which is our gut feeling. All right. The new moon basically is really the ending of an old cycle, okay, and beginning a new one. Okay, it's also time to reflect, retreat, and also to meditate. Okay, so the new moon, okay, we can use this time, all right, basically to start all over again. Basically, it's time for a clean slate, start, and also a chance to gather our thoughts and to plan ahead. Okay, so the energy of the new moon is to do with new beginnings, new opportunities, and making a fresh start. All right, and I'm just going to just read more about the new moon in Gemini. Okay, and that's going to start. That's obviously going to be tomorrow, right? So I just wanted to use this deck and just talk about it to prepare us for the new moon tomorrow. All right. So okay. So communication is key. New moon in Gemini. A successful relationship usually comes down to one thing: communication. And the new moon in Gemini is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Talk, talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're asking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. All right. It's This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. All right. And the tune to the moon, write a list of all the people you love most and see if you're prioritizing them. Okay. The additional meanings for this card, it says time to tell someone how you feel. Don't be all in your head and not in your heart. Okay, there could be someone, all right, that could be flirting with you. Okay, and it's also time, it says read more books. All right, so yeah, and then it just goes on to say more about the Gemini, where it says Gemini is a sign of communication and size, sorry, socializing of ideas and travel, okay, and the energy around it and around this card. It just says that it's all about it's a wonderful time to go out and socialize, and Gemini's energy is all to do with that. All right. It also says one thing to be aware of is that this card can also indicate being mentally scattered, so it's very important to do daily meditations, and that will help to bring clarity. All right, so okay, so that's I just wanted to put that up because tomorrow we're going to be it's going to be the new moon in Gemini. All right, okay. um so what I want to do now is just quickly go through the downloads. All right. Before I actually use another deck to check on the energies around the collective. All right. And whatever messages, as I said earlier, that come up, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. So, first things first. All right. Now, I've been coming across these numbers. Okay. That 13, 444. 444 or triple or 4444 123 33 77 9 10 5. If you do not know, for example, 222, it's the universe, okay? It's your spiritual team is saying to choose wisely. 13 represents endings, 5 to do changes, 10 also completion, 33 represents the ascending masters, 44 represents the divine, 1 to 3 means that everything is going to be done in divine order. If you do not know or understand it and you've been seeing these sequence of numbers, what I would suggest you do is to maybe get a book on angel numbers, also numerology, or you can check it online what they mean. All right. I have put the names of some books, okay, that have helped me, okay, from the beginning of my spiritual journey, and they are, they help me still up to today. So please check the description box, all right, for the names of these books. But you can always check in your local library or spiritual shop, or to see if you can, or any even the normal local bookshops, all right. Also, I forgot to mention this in the last reading, but there's the about these crystals. All right, the three main ones, okay, for today. But I'll mention the other ones which I didn't mention in my last reading. Okay, which was last week Friday. The ones for today. All right, spiritual team is recommending us to work with. If you are interested in working with crystals, is rose quartz, carnelian, and ruby. All right. Now the ones that I was meant to mention last week Friday was Kambaba jasper, bumblebee jasper, cherry quartz, turquoise, green tourmaline, gold's tiger's eye, black onyx, blue chalcedony, and rutilated quartz. Okay. And I don't know if I mentioned. I think again our spiritual team would like us to read the book of Ezekiel, which is all to do with um, God's judgment, okay, and to have hope, okay, in the divine, okay, and that if you're going through anything at the moment, especially when it relates anything related to the justice system, just just trust the process and that everything is going to be done in divine timing. Okay, again, there's this issue with food, okay, and I think I did mention it in my other previous readings. Okay, there could be somebody that's sending you an energy of fear, okay, to make you scared to eat, okay, and what has been again uh channeled to me, okay, by my ancestors, by my spiritual team, is that there could be somebody who has like a sort of like an eating disorder. Okay, there might be two people or group of people. I don't know. Okay, there will be people that you know, people you could be associated with, or it could be just generally the energy around you. All right, but what I'm getting here is that someone, okay, could be having now if it's you, all right. What I would suggest is that maybe you might need to get the appropriate help. Okay. Because I'm not here to knock on. I'm not here to judge anybody. Okay. If it's you, okay. But this is what I'm getting, and I think this is also being projected. Okay, at the collective. All right. And I can actually feel this energy as well. Okay, that somebody doesn't want you to have any appetite, and also it could be like as well somebody it's something to do also with self-image. All right, and I am also getting that somebody, okay, might be overweight, okay, and maybe they're having problems with their weight. All right, and maybe they have, maybe they've joined different programs like Weight Watchers, and that didn't help, and maybe the last result is probably surgery. And even with surgery, okay, if you are very overweight, okay, it could be quite risky, okay, because the doctors again will tell you that you need to reduce a bit before you can actually have any sort of like uh surgery done, okay, when it comes to that area. So I don't know. So but this is what was being channeled to me. Also, there could be you could be dealing with somebody who is currently who was quite deceptive. It could be somebody from the past, and this person is under judgment, okay, and karmic justice is at play. All right, I heard there was the final reckoning. So I did try and clarify what this means, okay, and this basically it's somebody who is in the Knight of Cups energy, and they are experiencing. So the first one about the past is to do somebody who embodies the King of Wands energy. The final reckoning is somebody that embodies the Knight of Cups energy. Could be a man or woman, because Tarot or Oracle is also give energies non-gender. And this person who embodies the Knight of Cups energy, this person is experiencing loss in love and money. Also, I heard I saw a sign, and it says something about something was written. It says rat race, and this is basically to do with, it could be an ex-partner, family members. So it could be to do with ex-partners, family members, past workmates, and they are experiencing tower moments in both love and money. Okay, and it could be because they did something. All right, they could be holding some secrets. It could be something to do with money, and that involves also a high priestess. Okay, so you could be a high priest, you could be somebody who's quite intuitive, but high priestess is always, it also represents the energy, also represents secrets. Okay, okay, and the moon represents something hidden. Okay, there is also something about I also heard the words hire me. All right, so maybe in the past, okay, it could be that you were dealing with some people or group of people. It could be a work situation, but whatever it is, okay, also karma or loss, some form of loss is at play. Okay, and again, um I keep hearing this song, okay, and this song, okay, it's about a police raid, okay, and it's this person who made this song, okay, it was sung in Creole, because I keep hearing police mote monjimio, okay, and this is about a police raid, although it was to do with narcotics. But this is what and I keep seeing a lot of police everywhere, so there could be something there. It could be to do with maybe they are arresting people, or I don't know, maybe it's a group of people could be under surveillance. All right, another thing, what has I saw the Six of Cups in my mind's eye. So you could be dealing with people or person in the past. Another thing is that other things that words that have come to me is somebody could be quite envious, somebody could be 57 years old, somebody could be mixed race, um somebody could be mature. Okay, it could be you could be dealing with a mature man or woman or a mature couple. But these person or people, okay, are quite immature in the way in their way of thinking and the way they behave. You could be dealing with somebody whose birthday is in July or was born in July 1974 or something could have happened in that year. Um there could be a lot of fighting. People could be experiencing loss, misfortune, experiencing bad luck. Okay, and someone could be who could have that name Julie or Veronica. All right, I've been coming across these names. Or John, Elizabeth. All right, someone could also be practicing hoodoo or going to a hoodoo practitioner. Someone wants to, I heard these words. Someone wants to throw you under the bus or throw you under the bus. All right. Um, something could be happening in June or something happened last year June. All right. And it could be to do with somebody who embodies the king of one's energy. All right. Someone from your past wants to reconcile, but spirit is saying be careful because this person has a lot of things attached to them. Okay, negative attachments. Okay, or they could be quite toxic. This person doesn't love you and might, okay, this person probably still doesn't love you. I want to say change the word instead. This person probably still doesn't love you. Okay, they may have healed. Okay, but this person could also be having have a hidden motive or still be keeping a secret because I came across this was recycle me. So um again, please use your intuition and discernment at all times because at the end of the day, you could be dealing with a divine partner, all right, but maybe this person and you had to go separate, go through this dark this spiritual term, dark night of the soul, do some shadow and then come back together. All right, not everyone that you dealt with in the past is toxic. They could be, you could be divine connect, spiritual connection there. All right, but you need to use your intuition and discernment at all times and pay attention to the signs, signals, synchronicities, and the red flags. All right. If you're not sure, meditate, go within, pray. All right. Someone could be or trying to walk away from a situation, but somehow they feel stuck. All right. This person could be experiencing a tower moment, which means some form of disruption. Okay, could have something to do with their financial stability. Okay, this person could also be in the energy of fear or feeling insecure about their situation. All right. Also, um, again, this thing about somebody from the past who's still toxic. Okay, what spirit wanted to say to me that at this time it's very very important that we love ourselves. Okay, see ourselves worth. Okay, because we are programmed, okay, by this world to believe that we have to stay in loveless relationships. Okay, continue dealing with people who are toxic, that doesn't demonstrate love, okay, or have given us unrequited love in the past, okay, people who are blessing blockers, stopping us from being our true authentic self, blocking us from experiencing real love, also being for us to be independent, okay, and this itself, okay, can be some form of generational curse, okay, when it comes to self-love and self worth. Okay, so and this is very much in connection to the vibe that came out today. So we must make sure that whoever that we are reconnecting, okay, from the past, that this person is operating in the essence of love. All right. Okay. Right. So if I can keep these here like this. All right. Okay, so to check on the energies around the collective, I'm going to be using this deck. Okay, it's a crow deck because I've been seeing a lot of crows lately. All right, so I'll use this because I might need to. Okay, so let's see what messages, okay, the crows have for the collective. Okay, it could be to do with somebody from um the past because you got ghosts on top of this deck. All right. Okay. There could be a lot of conflict as well because you got battle here. This is the which is at the bottom of the deck, but I'm going to shuffle. Okay. There could be conflict as well. It could be between you and another person or group of people, or it could be just a lot of conflict between um a group of people. It could be people from your past. Okay. So let me just give these cards a bit of a shuffle. Holy Spirit and Angels, what does the collective need to know today? What energies around the collective, what energies? Okay, so we've got the first one, it says catching. Okay. 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 Let's see what else. Just shuffle. I like to shuffle. Okay, so we've got curiosity. Okay. Okay, they wanted me to take this card. And it says mischief. Okay. Okay, so we've got catching, curiosity, mischief. Let me see if I see. Okay, so what I'll do, I'm going to keep these on the side because I don't know, they might, these ones here, which is where it says territory, okay, scavenge, community, okay, and observation. Okay, so um these messages could have something to do with these three main cards. All right. Oh, I just forgot to mention before I just thing, I just forgot to mention, okay, with the moon, that if you are interested in crystals, working using crystals, okay, for the energy of the moon, You can either use these moonstones. Okay, this is peach moonstone. Okay, rainbow moonstone. And this one is black moonstone, or you could use clear crystal. Okay. All right. So, okay. So from what I'm seeing here, okay, um, there could be somebody that you could be dealing with this person now, or somebody you dealt with in the past, and this person could be quite curious. Okay, it could be a past partner. Okay, and maybe they're curious about what is going on in your life. Okay, or maybe they may want to return, but they could have sort of like a hidden agenda. Because if you notice, this crow is putting something, hiding something. All right, so there could be a hidden agenda as to why they are curious to know what is going on in your life. Okay, and this person, okay, as I said, could be like the, especially when it comes to the channel messages that I got, um okay, that this person, okay, could be plotting and planning. Okay, because if you notice that there's a plot of land here, okay, where this bird is bearing something away, so this person could be plotting and planning, or even trying to find ways. Okay, because curiosity can also be somebody who is maybe going in, researching, doing something in order. Okay, now this person could belong to a group of people, because if you notice at the in the picture there, you could see like there's a group of crows here. So this person could be part of um I don't know, could be to do for a group of people. It could be a coven, it could be a cult, it could be a family members. It could, these people could belong to it could be even an organization, a church, whatever, or even an organization could be to do with past people you worked with, and whatever they're planning to do. Okay, it looks like they want to cause some form of mischief here, because you got the mischief card, and as I said, okay, they could be searching and looking to see how they could carry this about. They could be, as I said, part of a community. Community does represent a family or an organization, okay, where people can see work members or workmates as a part as a family. Okay, they could be observing you, especially if you have a social media platform. They could be watching, spying at this time. But what Spirit is saying, that you make sure that you create healthy boundaries. You keep your guard up, especially people who no longer serve your higher purpose. Okay, or it could be to do for a person. So I'm going to be using the rider weight, okay, to clarify these three main cards here. This, okay, again, the first, I mean, the card I wanted to stay, I should say, in the box, okay, is the Magician. So there could be spell work at play. Okay, so there could be some dark arts. All right, and you could have brought an end to a situation. Okay, or cycle has probably come to an end, and again, it could be to do with a group of people who probably experiencing a tower moment. Okay, because they could have been quite deceptive. Okay, and there could be something that was done, or like in secret, because you got the moon here, and definitely could be to do with some people from the past. Okay, because you got Six of Cups. It could be to do with a person who embodies the King of Pentacles energy. Okay, it could be also a group of people which could represent family members, and you could have closed a cycle with these people or person. Okay, you could have moved away, all right, and healing from this situation. Okay, and healing, investing time, energy into yourself, and you could be in this Empress energy. All right, so let's see. Okay, so I'm going to be clarifying these three main cards. Let's see what comes out, all right? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please clarify catching. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, clarify catching. Holy Spirit, Holy, please clarify catching. Holy Spirit. Okay, so we've got 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. We've got 8 of Cups. King of Wands. Knight of Wands. Temperance. 3 of Swords. The Chariot. The Death card. 5 of Pentacles. 3 of Wands. 5 of Cups. Okay. Queen of Wands. 5 of Wands. And you got, I'm going to take one more, 7 of Wands. Okay. Let me just push. Okay, let me just wait. So I have more room on the table. Okay. I might actually move this. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, all right, it could be somebody from the past, okay, who you were once married with. It could be to do with family members, okay. You okay. Um, Now you could have, as I said, you could have been married to this person, okay, because you've got King of Wands, all right, and you've got Queen of Wands, all right. So you could have been married to this person, um, but this person, okay, could have embodied um Knight of Wands energy, okay, and there could have been a lot of fighting, okay, between you and this person, all right. um but what I'm seeing here, that this looks more to be like a marriage, okay, or some form of love relationship here, all right, where you were with this person, and there was a lot of fighting here, okay. This person probably was this person, okay, could have been somebody who was in this player energy, okay, and you probably had enough, walked away, okay. You could have been heartbroken about the way they behaved, okay, and maybe or it could be that it could be as well that because you walked away, because you got 8 of Cups, this person now feels heartbroken, okay. All right, but what I'm also seeing here, okay, and again, this person could somehow feel left out in the cold, okay. um but what I'm seeing here, okay, that this person, okay, could be planning or wants to come, maybe hoping, okay, maybe they've since you walked away, because obviously you got the Death card here, so there's an end, um or end of a relationship here, okay, and this person maybe is now grieving, okay, because you walked away, and they're probably hoping, because you got Three of Wands there, that you'll give them a second chance. Okay, and maybe, you know, also they could be hoping to travel. Okay, given the opportunity to reconcile, because you've got Temperance card here. So this is what I'm getting here. But because you've got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands there, it looks to me like this is some form of love relationship. Okay, you could have had children um with this person, because you got two kids playing in the background here. Okay, so take the energy as it resonates. And yeah, and it seems like this person wants to contact you. Okay, to come towards you. You could be embodying the Queen of Cups energy, and they want to have a new passionate beginning with you. But what I'm seeing here, okay, I'm seeing that this cycle has ended. Okay, and you probably are quite content, quite happy with your life at this time. Okay, you could be at peace, but this person is definitely in regret. Okay, so I mean, again, you could be dealing with like, as I said, a divine partner. You could have some form of spiritual connection, but you need to go within. Okay, and it's use your intuition at all times. All right. Let's see. Yeah, because you got clock here, right? So probably a cycle has closed um in regards to this connection. Yeah, this person, okay, could be this energy quite sad about the separation. They could be thinking about you. All right. um Maybe reminiscing. Okay, but this was definitely a karmic relationship. All right. Okay, and as I said, you could have been married to this person. Okay, and could have brought an end. Okay, maybe, as I said, this person obviously was embodying the Knight of one's energy. Okay, which is somebody who could be quite reckless or arrogant, and could also be a player. Okay, and it says the death, the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform. What's dead is dead. Okay, all right. Let me use the bow here. So even though the relation, you have ended the relationship, okay, with this person, maybe this person could be so curious and wanting to know um what is going on. Maybe that's why they want to return. Okay, um and they could be, you know, thinking about doing something to disrupt your peace. Please clarify catching. Please clarify catching. Yeah. Yeah, I think this person wants to return. They probably want you to compromise. They also probably want to make an amend regarding a situation. There's conflict resolution. So maybe there wasn't like it was probably like a hate love relationship there. Okay, you got the X. Says it unfaithful love triangle, X in question. So it could be a case where this person was not faithful. That's why you ended the relationship. And because of that, okay, they probably that created a lot of fighting. Maybe this person, more than once, they could have been unfaithful to you. And as a result, there could have been trust issues, because it says trust issues, one-sided, detached. Okay. um and you could have found out some truth about what this person was up to. All right. And it does say egg on their face, a shame backfired, got caught. Okay. And as I said, this, you could have been married, had some form, you could have been married to this person. Okay. But what concerns me is this card, because it says contemplation, because it says unsure choices, decision. So maybe this person still wants to be connected to you in some way, but this person is not sure about what they want. Okay. Okay, so let me just clarify. I'm going to be clarifying curiosity. Okay. So, I mean, seven does talk about reflection, okay? So maybe you've moved away, had time to reflect, or even before you left this person, you've probably assessed, you probably took time to assess what you've done. You probably went through this, how they call it, you've done a bit of shadow work, especially if you're on a spiritual path and just decided that this person is not for you. And this is the reason why you close out the cycle, okay? And it's definitely, to me, what I'm seeing here is probably more likely to do. This reading is about partnership here, because you've got 11. When you add one is two, and two does talk about partnerships, okay? And you've got 31 here. 31, when you add the two numbers, it gives you a number 4, and 4 does talk about stability, okay, in the area of life. All right. So let's see. Let me just clarify curiosity. Okay, so we've got the Fool here, the Fool. You've got Hierophant, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Two of Cups, the Sun, Eight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Magician, Hangman, Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, the Empress. Okay. All right. So let me have a look at this one. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, it looks like, okay, that again, you were probably in partnership. Okay. This one here, okay, it could be let me see. Okay, you've sort of like you could be on a path, spiritual path, okay, and because you got the Hierophant, okay, or it could be that again, you could again be married, could have been married to this person, because again, the Hierophant does talk about marriage, okay, and then you could, because you could also got Two of Cups here, okay, and you could have been enlightened because you got the Sun, okay, that um someone was doing something, took some impulsive action to do something, because you got the Knight of Swords here, all right, um, and it could be to do with money, okay, and whatever it is, all right, maybe this person who took this impulsive action, this person did it out of greed, okay, you could be embodying the Empress energy, okay, and there could be some form of manipulation or spell work that was done. But definitely for me, this is a case that okay, that someone did something and it's to do with money. Okay, maybe there was some imbalance there. I mean, you could have had a business. It could be a business uh, uh situation here, okay, where you invested a lot of time and energy um into a situation there, but maybe this person, there was no equal balance, okay, and it could have put you in this energy, but then you've probably healed, okay, by moving away, okay, from this situation, and close out a cycle, okay. As I said, you could have been dealing with um a group of people, okay, who you were in partnership with, because you got the Knight of Pentacles here, okay, and it's definitely something to do with the past, okay. There could have been something hidden, okay, and there could be some form of, there were probably some form of, there could have been, sorry, some form of deception, okay, um, and it could be that this person, um since you moved away, they could be all in their head, okay, about what you've got going, okay. um this is what I'm saying here, is that you've taken that leap of faith to move away from a situation here, okay, and they could be also quite curious about what you have, okay, because you do have 10 of Pentacles, so you could be somebody quite prosperous, and maybe now they could be in this 10 of Swords, uh 8 of Swords energy, and it's definitely, I guess, to do. And I think it's they probably quite curious because you could also be in this 9 of Pentacles energy, quite content, quite abundant. All right, since you moved away, you were able to heal from this situation. Okay, from this person who was greedy, and they're quite curious to know what is going on. Okay, so you could be dealing with, as I said, someone um who you were in a relationship with. So this could be a continuation of the what messages came out, that clarified catching. Okay, so let's see. Let me use this the pound form. Yeah, as soon as I was going to use another deck, all right, so to clarify, and the two cards I wanted to spirit wanted me to just mention here is Again, you got curse. So this person could have been doing some form of spell work. So that I guess verifies the magician. Okay, and then you could also find out that this person maybe probably was quite deceptive. They probably stole from the business or could have stole from you if you were in a partnership. Okay, with this person. Okay. And when you see the and this card scavenge, okay, it does mean somebody who is could be somebody that just basically just goes from one place to another or could jump from one relationship to another to just for selfish reasons. Okay, somebody who's quite self-absorbed, okay, somebody who probably is just money hungry. Okay, this is what this scavenge card means. Okay, and spiritual angels, please clarify curiosity. Yeah, so I think definitely there's something to do with money here. All right. um and I guess there was probably a lot of could have been a lot of arguments. You could have been quite frustrated at this person. Okay. Yeah, you could have been dealing with somebody who's quite stubborn. And maybe now they're all in their head, but but what spirit is saying is to be careful, because this person may want to come back and somehow entrap you. They could be sort of strategizing, as I said earlier, um trying to come up with an idea. Okay, how to sort of like uh come back, and this person is going to be quite domineering. Okay, this person could still have many options. They could also be in a partnership, in a new partnership. Okay, and they could somehow feel that they're probably running out of time. Okay, or maybe they feel they're running out of time because they may think that you will be, or like going into union with somebody else. Okay. Yeah, and they may want to come back, um, and maybe love bomb you and say, oh, sorry, um, I really care for you. Okay, I'll be faithful to you this time, but you have to be careful because this person could still have a third party. They could probably be in this energy where they still don't know um what they want. Okay, and they could probably just doing it because they somehow feel isolated because you've left them. Okay, and this is the reason why they're coming up with this idea to come back. um okay, to that could be something that they may be praying, saying, oh, but be careful. Okay, because they could be, as I said, some form of spell work. Okay, that could be, they could be doing some form of spell work to manifest you back into their life. Okay, because as soon as by saying that behind this justice card. Okay, so karmic justice could be at play now, and you got rights. Okay, and this person could be homeless at this time or could be losing their home. So be careful. All right, because if, as I said, if you take this person out, this person could create some form of disaster in your life. And again, the hidden motive could be something to do with money here. All right, so let me clarify this. Let me just see if I can use this one and just see quickly what that's about. Um, use another one. Let me just quickly use this one and see. Yeah, so this person could be snooping, okay, maybe wanting to find out what's going on, maybe to see if you're already in a relationship, okay, but this person could be very, you could be dealing with a very codependent person, okay, who has a unhealthy attachment, and you could also be dealing with somebody who is a player, all right, as well, okay. They could be this person could be very feeling very insecure at this moment in their life. Okay. Yeah. And they also, as I said, they probably want to come back up. I'm just hearing these words, and this is from someone from my soul tribe. I think it's a Caribbean uh phase where they say this person wants to have one more round Julie. I don't know. So be careful, you know. Yeah, because this one round rebound means basically you giving them a second, but be careful here, okay? Because this person could have a hidden motive. Okay. All right. So let me clarify. Mischief. Okay. Well, we've got eight of wands. Okay, eight of wands. Okay, talks about the energy. Okay, uh has something to do with action, some form of action. Um, okay. It could all the energy could represent some form of frustration. Okay. It could also represent instability. Okay. Again, you could be dealing with this same person. We've got three again. We've got three of swords, five of pentacles. Um, we've got seven of wands, king of wands, five of wands, six of cups, three of cups, four of cups, the emperor, chariot, justice, ace of cups. Okay, ace of cups. Hmm. Ten of wands. Ace of swords. So, and I'm just going to, okay, yeah. All right. All right. So here again, it's definitely to do with somebody from the past, okay? It could be, again, somebody who could have put you in a third party situation, okay? Um, and you could be dealing with somebody who embodies the King of Wands. You could be quite defensive of this person, okay? And again, this person could have broken your heart, okay? Because of what action they took, all right? Um, Now, what I'm seeing here, this person could someone who's very overly burdened, okay, about you moving away. This person could also be receiving karma, okay, because you've got the Justice card here, all right. Um, and somehow, okay, it could be too that you could be going into a new relationship, okay, and that could be also your justice, okay, as well, by going into somebody that is more suitable to be with you, okay, and this person, okay, is not happy with that, okay. And as I said, you never know if this person could be dabbling with spell. They could have found that out, okay, and probably quite stressed, okay, because you got 9 or 1, maybe having sleepless nights, okay, because you're going to go into some partnership because you got Ace of Pentacles, um okay, and they somehow overly burdened because you got Ace of Pentacles and you got Ace of Cups here. So this person could be very overly burdened, okay, by the fact that you might be, and they somehow is in this energy where they feel left out in the cold, and or maybe that's, I don't know, because this baby, again, you probably created healthy boundaries, okay, and this person now feels left out in the cold, which is, I don't understand, because at the end of the day, you basically, the as most people say, that you reap what you say, you reap what you sow, okay. So I don't know, and this person is just feeling very overly burdened, okay. But in the past, okay, when you were with this person was in Knight of Wands energy, okay, Knight of Cups energy, Knight of Pentacles energy, okay, and that is a very slow energy, okay, and it's also quite fickle, it's quite immature, all right, and they could be in regret, I don't know, okay, um only they know, okay, maybe they're having time to reflect. And as I said, this, you could have been dealing with somebody who is your divine partner, okay, if you want a this twin, if you want a twin flame soulmate, okay, journey. But you need to go within, pray, all right, because I said there could be some spell work that's is involved here, okay? Because I think, or it could be that this person just wants to cause some disruption, okay, as we seen in the cards earlier, because they're not happy, because they're in this Four of Cups energy, okay, and they feel that they are somehow heartbroken because you left them, okay, and they're also in the Five of Pentacles energy as well. It's definitely to do with someone that you dealt with in the past, okay, where there was a lot of fighting, or there was some conflict between you and this person. And this could have involved a third party situation here, okay, where this person was quite unfaithful, okay. Um, Let me use these ones. This person could still be keeping a secret from you. Okay. You could have been dealing with somebody who had outdated thinking, okay, and they still feel bitter because they feel somehow that you kick them to the curb, okay, and they could also be in a new relationship, or they could have somebody who is expecting their child, okay. You could have caught this person cheating, and this person could be an emotional manipulator, okay. Mm. Mm. Okay, this person could also be living or was quite toxic as I said earlier. Okay, you probably loving on yourself. They probably want to come back and maybe pop the question. Okay, they could be currently feeling like shit. Okay, maybe they've sort of like messed up in that some way and feel ashamed, feeling guilty because of the way they treated you. Okay. Um, okay, but you've definitely closed out the cycle, okay, or about to, and you could have been dealing with a false flame or karmic masculine here. But as I said, this person could be your divine masculine or could be your twin flame. Okay, but you need to go within, pray, um, just pay attention to the signs, pay attention to the signs, signals, and synchronicities, as well as the red flags, okay, on this situation here. Maybe they might have changed, I don't know, okay? So, okay, it says vicious cycle, pattern of relationship issues, bad habits, no win situation. So there could have been a lot of fighting between you and this person, okay? It says sneaky snake, going behind your back, deceitful swindler, okay? It also says a toxic, destructive relationship, manipulative, gaslighting, okay? So maybe this is what this curiosity is all about. Um, you got, okay, this person may want to come back to ask for your forgiveness. It says they didn't mean to hurt you, but you are holding on it. Forgiving helps you get past it. So maybe you've already closed out the cycle and maybe your heart chakra is closed, but again, it's life is all about lessons, okay? And we need to all heal. You also to learn, okay, from what has happened and evolve and grow, so we don't make the same mistakes. Okay, this person could probably want to come back because they are concerned about the public image or statuses, worried about appearances, can't relax, conceited. Okay. And again, you got demanding, unrealistic expectations, high maintenance, diva. Okay, so it could be something to do with money here. Okay. And as I said earlier, okay, this person could feel their life is crumbling. It says what you have built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to build anew. So this person could feel that their life is falling apart, or maybe they just want to escape from whatever it is that they're dealing with now. It says escape. Love is an emotional escape for you. Be sure you are getting involved for the right reasons. So maybe this person still doesn't know what they want, and this person could still be unpredictable. It says never know what they'll do. Unreliable live wire. Okay. That's why you got the word mischief here. Okay, so yeah, this one okay, and then at the bottom of the deck here it says a false hope tries to sell you a pipe dream, no substance, evasive. So be careful here. Use your intuition and discernment at all times regarding this individual. Okay, let me just see if I can get anything more from this. As I said, you could have had children with this person, okay? And it does say commitment here, okay? Maybe as you've left, okay, you now they probably realizing your value because it's called the gift. Okay, you could be a divine feminine, but this person could also have someone on the side. And this person, if you were to unite with this person could be still holding secrets, could be somebody quite sneaky, and it will be a risk. Okay, this person is probably planning to call you. Okay, and this person maybe could be planning, okay, maybe wanting to do something out of revenge as well. Okay, and you could have divorced or going through divorce from this person because it says that justice, legal matters, divorce, legal papers, court visit, or maybe they have or dealing with legal matters at this moment. Okay. To use these decks. Let me just use another deck. 1 minute. Let me just get this deck. Yeah, so you could be dealing with, as I said, someone who is in this King of Wands energy, or also dealing, or somebody who is in the Emperor and King of Wands energy. All right, that wants to come back to you because obviously behind these two cards, okay, from the deck you've got the Chariot, okay, wants to now offer you this cup of love, but it could be, you know, your divine partner. Okay, anyway, let's see what their intentions are. Okay, if this person, but as I said, you know, this is a general reading, not a personal reading. Okay, so what is this person's true intentions if they were to come back? What is this person's true intention? What is this person's true intention if they were to return? What is this person's true intentions if okay. So let's see what came out. Okay, the first one that wanted to come out. So there could be two energies, okay, that this reading could be picking up. It could be someone from your as I said, even with this person who at that time, okay, hurt you, okay, in the past, this person could have gone through this sort of like dark night of the soul, could have done some shadow work, and is now you could, you know, it's okay for you to take them back, but you need to again use your intuition and discernment at all times, okay. But you could also be dealing with so this message could also now be somebody, all right, if there are any positive ones, it could be also, this could be from your uh, divine partner, okay, because at the bottom of the deck here you got dates where it says I like you and I would love to get together to learn more about you. And at the top, you got perspective. It says, I value your opinion and would appreciate your unique approach to this situation. Okay. And then I'm going to just read the ones here. Okay, what came out. So we've got growth. I will ignite a spark inside you, inspiring greater depth and expansion. Okay, and then we've got laughter. I'll be a shining light in your life and bring you laughter and joy. So this could be from your past person, okay, that you're dealing with. This person wasn't faithful, da 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 da, or it could be to do with your with this new divine partner. And then we've got this one as well, great news. And it says, I have something amazing to share with you again. All right. And let's see what else came out. Okay, we've got negative. It says, I'm hiding my true intentions. I don't actually care about your well-being. Then you got deceit. It says, I have ill intentions and maybe planning on deceiving you. And then you got imposter. I'm not who you think I am. Okay, so this is from It's probably most likely somebody from the past who you dealt with was unfaithful, and they probably want a second chance. But be careful, because as I said, that this person probably wants to have one more round, and this time, like that's it. Might find it very difficult to sort of like heal from this situation. But as I said, you need to use your intuition and discernment at all times. Okay. All right. So um okay, so to close off the reading, all right, let me just clear this desk a bit. Okay, so to close off this reading, okay, I am going to be using this deck, okay, and some other ones, all right, to close up this reading. Okay, so let's see what Orsted has to say. Okay, what these Egyptian gods, goddesses, deities. It could be to do with this situation, or it could be just general collective advice. It could be to do with the moon's energy. Okay, so let's see, which is tomorrow, the new moon in Gemini. This one needs to come out. This one for the collective. Just take one more. Additional message do you have for the collective? Okay, so you got this. The first message is from Bas, the goddess Bas. Okay, and then we've got one from Negbet. Okay, so let's see. So from Bas, I'm just going to just read. It says here, joy and pleasure. Okay, so Bas, this cat goddess is a beautiful, sensual, and joyful aspect of the fiercer lion goddess segment. Okay, and the message from Bas is that I am so full of joy to be here and wish to announce that you will soon have a new flow of happiness in your life. So you may release sadness now. New love will come to many. As a cat goddess, I wish to send you all forms of sensual and earthly delights. So evoke me often to allow them to come to you sooner. Okay, and some other card meanings. Okay, for abundance, it says, forget your money concerns as abundance is coming. Go play and be creative to free up manifestation energy, love, new love or more love in an old relationship, shorter term relationships, work, force slash career. Don't worry so much. The situation will resolve itself if you relax and go play. All right. And for travel, okay, they're saying that one of the places that you can travel at this time is London, New York, or any big city will be exciting. Health, relax more and stress less is the answer. Family, possible multiple pregnancies and future, a good life if you continue to meditate and create happiness for yourself, because the journey starts with self. And I'm just going to read on the message for and this is from Neck Bet, and it says protection. Okay, this goddess has the vulture as her symbol, and she's closely associated with Mud, the vulture goddess. Okay, she is said to have existed from the beginning of time and be the creatrix of the world. Okay, and let me see, of the world, and is the Duat or underworld. She watches over the dead, waiting to transform their eyes into brilliant light. Okay, and it says that you can use this symbol, all right, to for protection, okay, and also for religious rituals. And the message from her, she says, "I wait and I pray over you, so you awake with clear thinking and clear eyes. Never fear me, for I am simply waiting for you to bring your plans to success. And as you are tested, I rejoice in your success." Let's see what else she has to say. Um, just continue there. Your enemies will be defeated if they do wrong, for that is why I have the eye of Ra, okay, on my head. See me as a protector of those with strong spiritual principles. Okay, so you can always, you could actually work with this god, Egyptian god. Okay, and the card meanings. Okay, it says abundance. Your money is safe, but avoid overspending. A good time to invest rather than expand a business. Love, watch and wait for now. A time of inner growth is needed for you or your partner. Work force career. Spend time in self-development and study. Later you can expand in a new job or career when the time is right. Allow 3 months at least. Travel, a good time to attend spiritual and healing retreats. Some minor delays if flying should be allowed for, but you will return home safely. Health, some time out is needed if you might. Oh, if not, you might end up in hospital. Slow resolution of health concerns, but eventually success. Family, you may need to protect family members from others who wish them harm or to stand up for their rights. If your protection is justified, it will be successful and your future will be safe even though you feel quite tested at present. Okay, so this is the message from this god or goddess. Okay, let's see what messages spirits have for the collective this time. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what message do you have? Okay, the first one, it says a father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unequate quantifiable in that it can be tapped into any sorry it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason, whether your father is still here or has passed. A father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. So maybe you probably could have had a past loved one, somebody who was a father figure in your life, or it could have been your actual father, and maybe they're trying to connect with you at this time in spirit. Okay. It says that embrace the moment, embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you're changing your energy. and then you got reach out. It says here, we know you sorry, we know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help were offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that is truly okay to accept support however is presented to you. So maybe some of you might be going through a situation, or maybe still healing from the past, and you need that extra support. And if you do need that extra support, please take it, because as a vibe for the day, it says that you are worthy. Okay, never forget that you are loved and wanted and needed on this planet. Okay, okay, let's see. um go for this one instead. Now I always experience this, all right, where you got past celebrities, okay, or famous people. They tend to come into my energy. So let's see what celebrities coming out for the collective. Ooh, okay. So you got Michael Hutchins. Michael Hutchins. It says love deeply. Okay. And I'll take this one. Okay. And Whitney Houston. Okay. So you got Michael Hutchins. Okay. And Whitney Houston. Okay. So Michael Hutchins, he says, love deeply, all right? And the message from Whitney Houston, it says, aim high, sister, okay? Okay, so let's see what, yeah. So let's see what let me just read, okay. So, okay, so obviously he's got, his energy is all about being a lover, sensualist, seducer, maverick, okay? Um, Okay, so Michael, if you want to know more about Michael Hutchins, okay, Michael Kellen John Hutchins was born on the 22nd of January 1960. He died of an accidental death on 22nd November 1997, all right, in Sydney. Okay, and he was Aquarius. Okay, and the meaning, it says it, this is a time for you to manifest. Okay, his message, okay, he says this is a time for you to manifest and unleash the inner you and know who you are. As you have known for a long time, you are product of your background, society, culture, attitude, plain old hard work and experience. It is now time for you to do what you want and stand your ground. No more suppressing your desires and taking rubbish from anyone. It is time to be you. Do what feels good for you. Express who you truly are. Don't be so worried about what is going to happen next or future outcomes. Live and love the way you want instead of worrying about everybody's judgment and opinions, and keep going. Be passionate about what you want. Okay, so this is a message from Michael Hutchins, and I'm going to just read on the message on Whitney Houston. Okay, so the energy around it is creator, also diva, siren, virtuoso. Okay, so Whitney Elizabeth Houston from New Jersey, was an African American mezzo soprano born on the 9th of August 1963 and died on the 11th of February 2012 of an accidental drowning. Um, okay, and she was a Leo. All right, all right, and let's see what her message is. Okay, it goes on to say, okay, that well, basically her energy is that she's encouraging you to align to a high level of your spiritual master purpose. It is time, okay, she's her energy, okay, it is time to let others see your inner divinity and powerful star force power and energy. And it also says once you step out of the way and allow this, you have the ability to shine your light to whatever you do. Okay, and she goes on to say, you are powerful, willful spark of co-creation brilliance, but you need to be wary of not over consuming in some narcotics, okay, at this time, as well as alcohol, um and other things that is not appropriate for you. Okay, also, again, to withdraw from any addictive behaviors when it comes to other areas in your life, okay? And also to recognize the habit, substance, relationship, and also to be aligned and to be careful of the many pitfalls um, of life, okay, that can take you away from your natural spirit and stay you off your path. All right, so this is the message from Whitney Houston. Okay, and to close off, let me just see what else. Okay, what other advice leaves the keepers of the light. So these are spiritual beings in the spiritual realm. Okay, you get these messages are coming from, okay, including these past over celebrities. Additional messages that you have for okay, just take these three and just read. Okay, so the first one is from Hope. Okay, it's and the message is love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Okay, and this is much to do with us believing that we are worthy. All right, and it all starts with self. Okay, the second one was from Horus, cause to the cosmic gateway. Okay, it's which is a sort of like a portal. It says your thoughts are magnetic and powerful, miraculous changes are occurring. So okay, so there may be quite a few changes that's happening in your life at this time. And this one is for Mercury. Talks about open communication, and obviously Mercury does rule Gemini. All right, it says here, um, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. Okay, so if you're suppressing something, it maybe it's a time to express how you feel. Okay, okay. All right. And to close off, the last deck I'm going to be using is this one, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna pick the first card, all right, where it says new begin, because again, the new moon is all about the ending of a cycle and beginning of a new one. So you've got the beginning. There's still time to adjust or start over. Feel life flowing freely through your being. All your wishes can come true in the creative potential of a new beginning. Okay. Okay, it says make room, create space to welcome positive changes into your life. Let go of everything that does not align with the future you are creating. Okay, all right. Don't hide, dare to dream big. Remind yourself that everything is possible. Don't hide your talents and abilities, but use them to build your world. Okay. Um, maybe somebody needs to hear this. So I'm gonna select this one. I wasn't going to, but I'm gonna read this one out. Spark of life. Don't sink into hopelessness and despair, for in your lives a spark of life that is undefeated and unbeatable. You can overcome everything your destiny depends upon. And the last one here, the key, all you do with ease and enthusiasm is the path to your goal. Actions are secondary. Make the energy within your primary focus. Do not underestimate the little joys, because we can obtain the key to our happiness. Okay, our destiny is in our hands, fate is in our hands. Okay, and it's all to do with the choices and decisions that we make in our life. All right, because we are co-creators of our own reality. I hope whatever messages or rather came out is going to give you some form of clarity in your personal situation. If for some reason whatever messages you somehow it resonated with your story, okay, because I don't think these readings, okay, is all to do with energy, it's non-gender, and it's also timeless. um it could be things that could have happened in the past, or maybe happening now, or in the near or distant future. All right. Please don't forget to check the description box. Okay. After listening or watching this reading. And once again, I'd like to thank anyone who have taken the time to watch my readings. I do other uh I do healing readings as well as spiritual enlightenment videos as well. So please check them out when you have a chance. Thank you ever so much for your support. And if you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. Have a good week. See you next time, and goodbye.